Welcome to the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees. We wanted to note that this meeting is being broadcasted on NUSD's YouTube channel at the direction of the board. The broadcast may capture images and sounds of those attending the meeting. If you would like to make a public comment on an item on the agenda or not on the agenda, please see staff at the side table for a public comment card. We have little ones leading the Pledge of Allegiance. Whenever you guys are ready. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
This evening, the board met during closed session. Trustee Alexander will report on those items.
The board met in closed session on the following items: public employee performance evaluation, superintendent information only; public employee discipline dismissal release, information only; conference with labor negotiators Joshua Braff, Chief Financial Officer, and Francesca Whitcomb, Executive Director, Human Resources, and Employees Organization, Novato Federation of Teachers, NFT, information only; conference with labor negotiators Joshua Braff, CFO, and Francesca Whitcomb, Executive Director, Human Resources, and Employees Organization, California School Employee Association, CSEA, information only.
Next on our agenda is approval of the agenda. May I please have a motion to approve tonight's agenda? First by Trustee Alexander and second by Trustee Pickus. All those in favor? 703 advisory votes. Thank you. Moving on to consent agenda. Would any trustee like to pull something for the consent agenda? Seeing none, may I please have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Thank you, Trustee Jacobson. Second by Trustee Butler. All those in favor? 703 advisory votes. Thank you. Moving on to announcements, starting with our student trustee, Walker.
Hi, hope everyone had a great break and has been having a great time coming back to school. For ASB, our main goals right now are Club Fair, Senior Showcase, and Prom. We are holding our last Club Fair of the school year tomorrow, actually. We're very excited for it. It will give everybody a great opportunity to either make a new club or to sign up for ones that they didn't get to in the fall semester. Or hear about other clubs, because I think we have like 2 or 3 new clubs that are coming up, which is amazing. We're also having prom on May 16th that we have been prepping for all year, and we're getting excited that it's finally getting closer. Senior Showcase is our final prom fundraiser. We hold a fashion show, a live auction, a silent auction, a raffle, live entertainment. The models and entertainment are seniors from the class of 2026. It's really a fun event that just brings everyone together, and if you would like to donate, please talk to me. I would love to work with you, and then that's going to be March 1st, held at Samarin. Other things that we're working on is just prepping for February. We have our Valentine's Day grams, which will be sold at in early February. We're going to do something cute with that, so look out. And then for athletics, we have girls varsity soccer, boys and girls varsity basketball and wrestling, all undefeated to start the league play. Signing days are upcoming for a few athletes going to schools such as Southern Oregon, Washington University, and St. Louis and Cornell. 4 coaching jobs are still available for the upcoming spring season: boys varsity tennis, boys JV volleyball, boys JV lacrosse, and girls JV lacrosse. Excited to honor our fall teams and standout athletes later tonight that had some incredible seasons. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. At Novato, we are also prepping for Valentine's Day. We have our spring club fair next week, and we have a bunch of dine and donates this week. We have Mountain Mike's on Wednesday and Thursday for Safe Grad. We have one for the class of 27 on Thursday at Dave's Hot Chicken, one at Panda Express on Wednesday for the class of 2028. And we are continuing our food pantry Fridays from 2:30 to 4 o'clock every Friday, led by Miss Kinney. We have a bunch of applications that are open now. We have leadership, we have Avid and peer resource. We have MSA auditions quickly coming up, I believe next weekend, correct? We have our student choreo showcase on the 24th and 25th of January. And then we also have words and music on the 30th.
Hello, Dr. Smith and trustees. Marin Oaks has recently welcomed new students and we are pleased to extend a warm welcome to incoming students. Students are currently receiving support and working with the FAFSA application process. We hope everyone enjoyed a productive and restful winter break. Thank you.
I had the pleasure of going to some of the Modeling the Way stops on Friday and look forward to JLAC tomorrow.
Welcome back, everyone. I have just continued having a couple conversations with site and district staff around PBE and grading practices, so I appreciate everyone's time and glad to be back.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. I was able to attend North Marin Council PTA, which meets once a month. All of our PTA presidents gather together, and it's a great collaboration. I attended the Modeling the Way, where we went to Fans, Olive, San Marin, and Rancho to honor an employee at each of those sites. And then the governor just released his budget for 26-27, so doing a few webinars for that.
So glad to see everyone, and it's actually a little emotional because a lot of the kids that are here I knew when they were super little. So the only thing I've got tonight, because I feel like I'm still on break, is we have a district special education advisory committee tomorrow at 5, and I would love it if you can encourage people to come. Josh is around here somewhere. He's going to do a great presentation on finances. So.
Just one thing, I joined the San Marin staff and some district folks to talk about specialized programs, STEM, and great conversation. I think we're on great track. A lot of good things going on.
Great to see everyone. I was able to attend the Novato Chamber Dinner Gala with President Lametta and Superintendent Smith and some other staff, which was lovely. And then the Heart of Marin Awards were last week, and we were able to honor and celebrate some incredible NUSD volunteers. So congratulations to all of the students who were nominated and who won.
Good evening, everyone. I attended Modeling the Way last Friday, and I also got a chance to attend the San Marin versus Terra Linda boys varsity basketball game, and the energy in the room was amazing. San Marin won, so go San Marin, and I look forward to a really great 2026.
All right, in addition to all of those wonderful things, I was also able to attend with Dr. Sinyard. We attended the North Marin Community Services Board meeting to give them an update. They're such great partners, so we appreciate being able to share and collaborate with them. And then on Zoom, I was able to attend the Next Generation NHS STEM Information Night that is a new program at NHS for next year. Yes, governor's budget was announced on Friday. We are busy analyzing. Well, somebody is. I'm trying to, but I usually look to the J&J, Josh and Jeff, to help understand exactly what any of the news could mean for Novato Unified. And then I just wanted to do a special shout out to San Marin and district office staff. They spent all of last week and many, many hours doing a compliance review of the CTE program, or a part of the CTE program at San Marin. And I just, it was one of the most demanding, complex audits I've ever seen. And so shout out and thank you to the San Marin staff for that. And to maintenance operations, I'm not sure that they got much of a break, right? They're making sure our roofs aren't leaking, or if they are trying to fix them, working on trees that fell down, and then when they come back, sometimes all of our heaters aren't working in all those places. So they're working tough on all that. So we appreciate them. And then we're looking forward to the January 24th Paint the Town Red event for the city of Novato. It's their birthday party, and we have 2 Educators of the Year that are going to be honored. And just a reminder, in case anybody forgot, there's no school on Monday. It's a holiday. Okay.
Okay, moving on to recognition. So tonight we're recognizing a few of our students. We're going to start with San Marin High School Athletics varsity flag football.
No, you've seen me fail before.
So your arrow up and down is when you're going to get your next slide.
Good evening, Dr. Smith. Thanks for having us, and to the trustees, thanks very much for making time for this in the agenda. My name is Andy Boone. I'm a proud principal at San Marin High School. I'll start by saying I think Novato is a really, dare I say, a near storybook community for sports. We have 2 awesome high schools, both with really great athletic programs, and I feel like if you're a community member living in this town, it's a really unique opportunity to participate in athletics. We had an awesome season, a fall season at San Marin High School, and tonight we're going to honor both some individual league awards, we're going to recognize those awards, as well as some team awards. The way this will go is I'll acknowledge the team and or individual, and then we'll invite that crew up for a photo opportunity. First, the MCAL, the Marin Athletic League, for the first year organized and launched a flag football program, first year. And in this inaugural season, the San Marin Mustangs captured the MCAL championship. So we'd like to invite our MCAL champion, San Marin Mustang flag football team up to the front. So you can't have winning teams without winning coaches, and in this particular place, I want to acknowledge Lincoln Riley, head coach of this team. Lincoln Green, mispronunciation, Riley and Green. Lincoln Green's here tonight. And we also, if we can have Olivia Van Dis step forward. Olivia was the MCAL Offensive Player of the Year this year throughout the league. I was fortunate to attend many of these games, and really, really wonderful. Congratulations. We got the picture. Yep. You may have heard of San Marin football. There's some winning tradition in that program. Tonight we're going to honor 2 individuals. San Marin plays in the Adobe League, which is really a powerhouse in the Bay Area for football. And I'd like to invite up Daniel Rolovich and Daniel Gilmore. Mr. Rolovich has left San Marin early. He's now down participating with the San Jose Spartans. He'll be playing at the next level. Daniel Gilmore is, as you can see, on crutches. Will be on the mend for an ACL tear, but no doubt in my mind, both of these young men are going to do great things at the next level. Let me first acknowledge Mr. Gilmore. He was the Adobe League Defensive Player of the Year. And in that Adobe League, they pick one player, not just an offensive player or defensive player,
but the complete player of the year. And that was Daniel Rolovich winning that award. Congratulations, gentlemen. Get your award here from Ellen. So this next individual, Devanshi Shrestha, is on the national scene for tennis. So lucky to have her a part of San Marin High School and our tennis program. She was the girls varsity MCAL Player of the Year. Devanshi, come on up. Now, there are moments in time, this is one of them. You were in the room because she will be on the national stage here forward. So no pressure. Congratulations. What an awesome accomplishment by our boys water polo program. So very cool. It's fair to say that some wouldn't have expected an NCS Division II championship, and this team did it. Congratulations. Let's bring up team and coaches. Coaches Chris Procopio and Corey Reed and maybe most of the team tonight had an opportunity to be poolside, and really awesome accomplishment. Went into the sections proudly representing San Marin High School, and they're building something great in water polo. Congratulations. That's good. Okay, that's good. Brogan, can you stay up front? Brogan Corridon was Division II Individual Player of the Year. Let's put our hands together.
Thank you, everyone.
Good job. Next on our agenda, we have Novato High School Honors.
Novato is not only a storybook place for athletics, but also for the arts, and both of our high schools have thriving arts programs. Tonight, we are proud to honor Phil Chidell, who is not only doing great work on our school site as our VAPA lead, and has been for several years, but he was also honored from a national standpoint as Teacher of the Year from the All-American High School Film Festival. So we'd love to honor Phil Chidell and give him our love for all of his great work and mentorship. This is kind of like the Emmys of high school filmmaking, and so it's a big deal. And to have our own Phil Chidell represent in that way and be chosen from all of the educators across the country is a big honor, and we love you, Phil. Well done.
Can I ask a question? Is there a place to view these films? Like if I were to say, I would love to see more of these films, is there a place for me to go to do so?
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel for MSA Cinematic Arts, so it's at MSA Cine Arts, and we are still updating it. We actually have some, like last year's film festival still up there, stuff like that. We're updating it with our more current ones, including a recent win by an alumni who graduated last year. He just won is the unofficial name because there's no such thing as this really. Sorry. We had a graduate from last year win last year a Film Excellence Award from STN, the Student Television Network, and that same film went on to go win a Student Emmy. And so he was won the National Student Production Award from the National Association of Television Arts and Sciences. So that's the equivalent of a Student Emmy. So, and we're moving and shaking.
Any more questions or comments? Okay, thank you so much. Moving on to presentations, community donation to school fuel.
Band, come on down.
Mic and everything. As if I needed one. So this is our 5th year in a row here. My name's Damian Dale. This is Brad Smith, and we're in a band called Cougar Bait. The 3 other guys are not here: Mike Malone, Ryan Cloney, and Jeff Fisher. And we all have kids throughout the district. And the last 5 years, we've been putting on a show at the Hop Monk and donating all the ticket proceeds to school fuel, and that with a corporate sponsor that matches it. So this year we're here to present our check to school fuel for $12,000 for this year's show. We're really proud of it. And yeah, thank you. So November 14th, 2026, we already are on the books, and tickets are available now. So if anybody wants to get out your phones and buy some, you don't have to do it yet, but it's going to be fun. So it's always a good time. It's always a great community event. And we look forward to coming here afterwards and giving the check and seeing everybody. And we'll see you again next year. All right.
Thank you so much for putting that on. Thank you so much. I definitely have to go check out a concert one of these years. Thank you. Next, we have Olive Elementary School presenting.
Good evening, NUSD Board, Dr. Smith. My name is Lori Hira, and I am the proud principal of Olive Elementary School. I'm kind of nervous, so. So earlier this year, we found that many students, not many, I would say a big handful of students were actually being sent to the principal's office because they were using racially charged language towards each other during conflict. This became a problem site-wide. It also became a problem at all grade levels. As a school site, I brought my staff together and we discussed next steps. It was very important to me as a site principal that I take action quickly to make sure that we eradicated the use of racially charged language and racially charged actions on our campus. It came at a great time that Tanisha Tate brought to our district the culture of belonging critical friends lessons. But we needed a plan on how we were going to begin these lessons. So we are going to simulate the introductory lesson of the 10-part lessons of the culture of belonging.
Hi, my name is Clara Mulholland. I'm in 5th grade at Olive. Hi, my name is Callie Kennedy, and I'm in 5th grade. Hi, my name is Izzy Rosa, and I'm in 5th grade. Hi, my name is Ava Meyer, and I'm in 5th grade. Hi, my name is Scarlett Braunschweig, and I'm in 5th grade. Good evening, NUSD board members, Dr. Smith, and attendees. We would like to share an activity Miss Hira did with all of our classes, introducing culture belonging lessons. This first lesson helps explain why kindness and belonging matter so much to Olive.
This is a snow globe. The snow globe represents our school. Just like the glass protects everything inside the snow globe, our school should be a safe place that protects students from harm and helps them feel cared for.
In this activity, everyone was given a paper heart. We ask you not to write your name on your heart. Instead, please write 3 characteristics about yourself. These might be things like kind, funny, athletic, creative, or hardworking.
And then I have 2 helpers who will be collecting the hearts from you.
Each heart represents a student in our school community. This heart represents a student at our school. This student got into a conflict with another student, and the other student made an unkind comment. Okay, where am I? When unkind words are said, they can hurt our feelings, and sometimes we can carry that hurt with us for a long time. Even when someone apologizes, it helps, but the words don't always disappear.
This heart represents a student who had conflict and out of anger, someone who made a comment about the way the student looks, something they can't change.
When people make comments about our race, skin color, or other traits we can't change, it can leave big holes in our hearts, and it can make us feel like we don't belong.
We've learned that hurt people sometimes hurt others. When that happens, it might make our school feel unsafe instead of supportive.
That's why we work so hard to take care of one another. We want Olive to stay a safe place for everyone. Our culture of belonging lessons help us understand that even though our roads may be different, our path is still the same.
Our community belongs to all of us. When we choose kind words, empathy, and understanding, we help protect the hearts inside our snow globe and keep our school a safe place where everyone feels they belong.
So this was the first activity that I did. Sorry, I get a little emotional just because this is something that is very important to me. Making sure that all of our students feel supported, cared for. But this was the activity that I did with all of our students to introduce the culture of belonging lessons. And I did tell a story to my students about how in elementary school, my heart was torn because of a comment that was made by some boys because of my racial background, and how it took me a long time to repair that. Even as an adult, I am reminded every day that I am Asian American and that I live in a world where in some places, Asian Americans are minorities. And so that is something that I want our students at Olive to remember, that we all belong, that every student deserves a place at our school. And so I am going to bring up Lena Moganum, who is a parent at Olive, who is going to give you the parent perspective. Thank you.
Great job, you guys. So hi, my name is Lena. I've got 3 kids at Olive. I have 2 third graders and a kindergartner. And we've been at Olive our entire elementary experience. We're an Arab American family, and we love living here in Novato. We started hearing racially charged language, talk of it, coming home this fall. And it was alarming to our family, but not surprising. Our kids these days have access to things like YouTube and social media. And frankly, our leaders are using words that are very unkind to each other as adults, and our kids see those things. We can't control what our children see when they're out in the world. And in our home, we try to teach kindness. And although we talk about skin color, we have tried to teach our children to not use it in a way that's putting others down, right? Like anything that we bring to the world, whether it's our skin color, hair texture, religious background, where we're from, those are things that are inherent to us. We don't use them to put others down. But the world that we live in, we can't control what our kids hear. And so when we started hearing those things coming home, we started talking about it as a family. What I was so happy to hear was that our principal and our teachers and staff were taking this head on and addressing it at school, because it takes a village, it takes a whole community to teach our children what's right and what's wrong. And even if, I could do a lot at home, but if it's not being reinforced at school and in our community, it's not gonna take effect. So we started in the fall with the first lesson. My kids did the snow globe activity and were moved by it. We had a form that came home that explained to the parents what the curriculum was, exactly what was going to be talked about, and some great resources like books, age-appropriate materials that we could reference so we could have the talks at home. And my third graders had to sign something that acknowledged they understood what hate speech is, and that gave them a sense of accountability to how they act when they're at school and out in the community. And I think it's been meaningful from what we've experienced as a family. And again, I just want to say thank you to our teachers and our staff who are here, and to Principal Hira, and to you all for making time for this, because it really does take everyone in the community to tackle this. And I'm really grateful. So thank you.
And then I'm going to end with a video.
We're all different, but we could just set aside our differences, and we're all in the same school and we're all on the same team. To feel like the teachers and the kids want you there, like kids that want to be your friend and the teachers who want to take care of you and teach you the stuff about school.
What it means to belong is that you feel like you're welcomed by your community, not just your family, by everybody. You should always be kind to people and welcome them. That's what I think it feels like to belong.
We believe that students really do learn best when they feel seen, valued, and safe to be themselves. We've noticed that when students feel like they belong, they're more willing to take academic risks, they're more willing to take those social risks, and to truly be themselves.
We talk a lot about the zones of regulation and how to help our kids manage those big feelings. We want them to stay in that green zone, that calm, focused, and to be ready to learn. But here's the thing, it's almost impossible to stay in that green zone if you feel like your culture or your identity isn't included. If we want the zones of regulation to actually work, we have to realize that cultural belonging is the ultimate regulation tool. When a child feels truly seen and valued for who they are, they don't have to work so hard just to feel okay. They're already there.
We've been noticing over the past few months that when kids get upset with each other, instead of just telling them how they feel, they'll use words that have to do with skin color. And that was becoming prevalent across a lot of the grades. So one of the things after going over our hate speech policy with some kids is we realized that all the families should kind of have an idea of what the Novato policy is. And we sent home kind of the difference between what hate speech is and how it's different than unkind words to all the families in the school so that they could talk about it at home and sign off that they actually read it with their kids.
So the culture of belonging lessons have helped us to address an issue that was happening on campus in a really direct and important way to support students who were feeling like they didn't belong.
I'm feeling that, or seeing the students are asked to kind of look to see who they are first and get to know who they are and their culture and their backgrounds so they can see the differences and variety of learners that are in their classroom.
It helps students to understand the impact of their words when they're talking to others and just not realizing that sometimes they talk about things or use words that are hurtful and they don't see that how big of an impact they have on another person because that's part of a person's identity, you know. And so I think learning what an identity is and all the different types of things that make up each person really has helped students to interact in a kind way with each other.
I also felt like because it was about them and it wasn't like this scenario from this text and all that, it felt really authentic. The kids were bought in because it was about them. It wasn't this hypothetical, situation that we were reading from a textbook. That was really about them.
At Olive, everybody belongs.
So I do want to say that as site principal, this is the work that's important. This right here is the work that all principals need to really focus on. And so I want to just thank all the teachers at Olive, all the staff at Olive, just because they are the ones that are in the classrooms doing these lessons and really standing behind this work with us. So I really want to give a big shout out to the teachers and the staff members that are in the classroom. So thank you very much for tonight.
Questions or comments? Trustee Gasson?
Well, I was just going to say thank you. It was very helpful to hear all of that and for you to share, and also just the personal aspect. Genuinely appreciate that. So thank you for being here.
But wait, there's more.
Trustee Pickens, did you have a comment or question? Lori, we have.
Just, I appreciate your passion for creating safe schools. And we hear this from a lot of our site administrators, which I just think speaks to this district. I think I will speak for myself, but I think I speak for all of us, but this is so important, and I am really grateful that I'm a part of a community where this is a value, so thank you.
Ellen, do we have any non-agenda public comments? Thank you. No agenda public comments. Moving on to discussion action. Approval of the 2026-2029 Memorandum of Understanding with Marin County Office of Education for the Marin County Middle School Athletic League.
All right. Good evening, trustees, student trustees, and Dr. Smith. That's a hard act to follow, but I'm going to try. So I feel like tonight's kind of a sports-themed night, and I'm really excited to be up here because I feel like this is a long, long, long time coming. But I'm here before you to officially bring forward the MOU for NUSD to join the MCMSAL, which is the Marin County Middle School Athletic League. This partnership is a great step forward because it opens up more competitive opportunities for our students and will ensure that they have consistent seasons and schedules each year with other schools and districts nearby. By making this relationship official, we are building a stronger foundation for our athletic programs at the middle school level and helping us grow a culture of teamwork and sportsmanship. So I have up on this slide the mission and purpose of the league, and I'm going to summarize it. The mission and purpose is to organize middle school sports to help students grow both in and out of the classroom, to teach that athletics are an important part of school life, but they are not to interfere with the learning that is going on, and to ensure sports are handled fairly and responsibly while teaching hard work and sportsmanship. The Marin County Middle School Athletic League will be the governing body of the participating middle schools in Marin County. This is the staffing that they will have. So they'll have a commissioner, an assistant commissioner, a board of directors, and then athletic directors, which will be supplied by the different districts around Marin County. And the operational costs are the commissioner's salaries, taxes and insurance, infrastructure, officiating, championship play, and licenses and certifications. Oops. Now, the important part, which is the costs and what are we spending money on? We are spending money on the athletic director's salaries, the coaches, the equipment, the facility usage, and uniforms for the students. The sports that we're going to be able to offer in the 26-27 school year, in the fall, we will be able to have cross-country, co-ed cross-country, co-ed flag football, and then girls volleyball. In the winter time, we'll be able to offer boys and girls basketball. And then in the springtime, we will be able to offer track and field for boys and girls, soccer for boys and girls, and then boys volleyball. And then the ambitious goal in years 2 and 3 are to add, I'm not going to read off all of these, but all of these sports that you see in front of you, which would be outstanding if we could add all of these sports in years 2 and 3. The responsibilities of the district are to recruit and field athletic teams, the transportation of the student athletes, providing uniforms, coaches, and facilities, and then selecting an athletic director responsible for coordinating the district's participation in the league. And that is to be determined at this point. And then you have this in front of you, but the district fee is based on a tiered and weighted formula. So they took the enrollment of grades 6 through 8 on census day. And then the weighted fee is based on the district's tier as shown on Exhibit A, which I believe is in your packet that you have in front of you. For us, for the 26-27 school year, it's going to be $27,316. And then I am here in front of you asking for your approval of this MOU for NUSD to join the Marin County Middle School Athletic League. And if you have any questions.
Do we have questions? Trustee Butler?
Just a clarification on the funding. It said 50%. So there's for the 26-27 year, you said we're going to pay $27,000. But for the 27-28 going forward, it's going to double that? Is that the way I'm looking at that?
I don't think so. I don't think
The
it's
additional support from the Marin County Office of Education will last for 3 years. So it should be the same
This
around
pilot
that.
year 26-27 MCOE covering 50% of the FT. Oh, okay. All right, so we're locked in at 27 every year.
It can't, my understanding is it can't go up more than 7%.
Right, that's
of-
right.
Yeah, but it could possibly go down based on the number of participating districts and schools
Yeah.
that are involved.
Okay.
That was my understanding of it.
And just to note, it does include the charter school, which I think is great. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
This is a great thing. I got a presentation at the Efficiency and Effectiveness Committee in October, and we were, a lot of districts in Marin were a part of that, and we were very excited, everybody.
Other questions?
Obviously, I'll make some comments here. Like Mike, this is a long time coming, and it's fantastic that it's here, leading the way with middle school sports. It's more than just keeping kids busy. This is about allowing kids an opportunity to develop something outside of academics that keeps them in school. Find that button to push to have them want to go to school. Sometimes it's not the classroom. Sometimes it's something outside, and then that gives them motivation to do everything else in school. And it really works in high school, and it's great that we're doing it in middle school, because to do it in high school, you have to have experience. And unfortunately, a lot of kids don't have a chance to get any experience before they get to high school. The fact that we're giving them the opportunity to do this without having to pay money for a pay-to-play sports league is really important. And I'm really looking forward to us being able to expand the sports involved, and then also to work with those very same organizations to help out and contribute to these leagues, and also to encourage them to stand down during the school leagues and let the school leagues do what they do, and then pick things back up. That'll be part of our challenge going forward, but I'm sure we'll be up for it. But thank you, Mike, for everything you've done. Really appreciate it, and I'll move to approve.
Okay, I got a first by Trustee Mack and a second by Trustee Jacobson. All those in favor? 7 zeros with 2 advisory votes. Thank you.
I'd like to just make a comment on this. It's okay to brag, correct? Once in a while. Like, the reason why this league even got started was because of the push from NUSD. We started asking questions. We're like, why aren't we part of leagues? What's happening? Everything was very not organized. It wasn't well established. And we wanted our kids to be included in something larger than just Novato. And I planted the seed, and I really want to give credit to MCOE and John Lenz, who made sure the feasibility study happened and that there was communication, and a small committee was working to design this whole program. So shout out to them and to us.
And just one last thing I'll say too. I'm going to be pushing real hard at the NCS level to see if this is something that can be expanded to the whole section, because why not?
Next on our agenda is 13B, approval of resolution number 12, 2025-2026, approval of the 2025-2026 Novato Unified School District Certificated Seniority List.
Hi, good evening, trustees and Superintendent Smith. What you have before you here is something that we bring before you annually in kind of the whole process of our staffing and potential reductions for the coming school year. It's hard to believe we're already talking about next year, but there you have it. So this resolution is basically to approve the certificated seniority list. This list was distributed as a draft to all the certificated bargaining unit members for their review. We've addressed any questions that people have raised, and so this is coming before you for your approval. It is, I will just say, it is a living document, and so as things change almost immediately after this approval, then we start working on what becomes the draft list for next year even. So I'm happy to answer any questions you may have on this or the part of the process.
Questions? Okay. May I please? Oh, thank you. First by Trustee Butler, second by Trustee Pickus. This is a roll call vote. Trustee Alexander.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Gasson.
Aye.
Trustee Jacobson.
Aye.
Trustee Lametta. Aye. Trustee Mack.
Aye.
Trustee Pickus.
Aye.
Thank you. 7-0. Thank you. Next, we have approval of resolution number 13, the 2025-2026 Novato Unified School District's classified seniority list.
Right, thank you. So just as with the certificated list, this classified seniority list is brought to the board annually, about this same time every year, and it is updated to include new hires through January, I believe, through January 6th. And again, with classified, even more so than certificated, there very well may be people that are hired after this point in which you guys are approving this, and they will be added to, the draft list for next year. And this list is used for classified. It's used in terms of transfers, promotions, and then also in terms of any implications of any reductions that we're looking at for next year.
Any questions? Trustee Alexander?
Just a clarifying question. It says reclassified from systems analyst for the systems administrator. Is that just a title change?
There was I think some very minor changes at the time of the reclassification to their job, but yes, it's basically all the same people. We're all reclassified together.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have other questions? May I please have a motion to approve the classified seniority list? First by Trustee Alexander, second by Trustee Pickus. This is a roll call vote. Trustee Alexander.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Gasson.
Aye.
Trustee Jacobson.
Aye.
Trustee Lametta. Aye. Trustee Mack.
Aye.
Trustee Pickus.
Aye.
Great. 7-0.
Thank you very much.
Okay, moving on. Approval of resolution number 14, approving E.F. Brett and Company, Inc. as the best value contractor and approval to award the lease leaseback agreement for the roof repair project at Rancho Elementary School to E.F. Brett and Company, Inc.
All right, thank you. So tonight we're looking for the board approval for E.F. Brett for the Rancho roof repair project. We did receive 7 proposals in response to our RFQP. We interviewed 3 firms, and E.F. Brett, by the legal approved rubric, is the best value contractor that we're recommending approval on. And if we do get approval tonight, we'll start the pre-construction process almost immediately. We did include a $350,000 pre-construction services amount within that contract so that we could make every attempt to get all of the materials as soon as possible.
Questions?
I'll move.
Thank you, Trustee Butler. Second. Thank you, Trustee Jacobson. This is also a roll call vote. Trustee Alexander.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Gasson.
Aye.
Trustee Jacobson.
Aye.
Trustee Lametta. Aye. Trustee Mack.
Aye.
Trustee Pickus.
Aye.
Thank you, 7-0. And our last item is approval of resolution number 15, 2025-2026, approving Wright Contracting as the best value contractor and approval to award the leaseback agreement for the HVAC and fire alarm project at Novato High School to Wright Contracting.
So yeah, we went out to RFQP process, and we did receive 6 proposals in response, and we did end up interviewing 3 firms. Wright Contracting is who we've determined to be the best value contractor for this. Again, with approval tonight, we'll go ahead and start the pre-construction process immediately. And again, we did include a $350,000 pre-construction allowance so that we could procure equipment early.
Questions?
I'll move to approve.
Thank you, Trustee Mack. Second. Thank you, Trustee Jacobson. This is our last roll call vote for the night. Trustee Alexander?
Aye.
Trustee Butler?
Aye.
Trustee Gasson? Trustee Jacobson?
Aye.
Trustee Lametta? Aye. Trustee Mack?
Aye.
Trustee Pickus?
Aye.
7-0. Thank you so much. I think that is the last item on our agenda this evening. We will see you at our next regular board meeting on January 27, 2026. I adjourn this meeting.